Good morning, my dear students. This is Neeraj Kumar, your English teacher. Today I am here to give you the explanation of chapter number 4, The Ashes That Made Trees Bloom. So, at first, I would like to tell you the meaning of the title. Here comes the first word, ashes, something which remains after burning. हिंदी में से बेटा राख बोलते हैं. Bloom means full of flowers. So what is the meaning of the title? That there had been ashes that was thrown among the branches of the tree, and after all it was full of flowers. कि कोई राख जो फेंकी गई थी ट्री पर, उसके फेंके जाने के बाद वो जो ट्री था इट वॉज फुल ऑफ फ्लावर्स. उस पर बहुत सारे फूल खिल गए. राइट. So my dear students, now let us know in detail that what is the story, right? So let us start with the before you read. It is just given above the title, just above the title. This is a story about an honest and hardworking old couple and their pet dog. So my dear students, it is the story of very old couple, and they were very much honest and hardworking, and they had one pet dog. The neighbors are troublesome, and the dog dies a sad death. Means there had been a couple of neighbors. They created problems to the dog, and they became a cause to the death of dog. The spirit of the dog gives solace and support to his master in unexpected ways. Means after his death, the dog helped in many ways to his master, and it was really unexpected, unbelievable, something that happened. So my dear students, now I just start with the first part. I hope you will be listening to me very carefully. In the good old days of the Damias, there lived an old couple whose only pet was a little dog. So it was the time of Damias. Damias means in 19th century in Japan, wealthy landowners, right? So it was the time of Damias, means of wealthy landowners in 19th century. So that very time there lived a very old couple, very much honest, very much hardworking, and with their one pet dog. Having no children, they loved it as though it were a baby. The people did not have any child, and they loved their dog like a baby. The old dame made it a cuisine of blue crepe, and at mealtime Muko, for that was its name, would sit on it as snug as any cat. So that old couple prepared a cuisine of blue crepe. Means they prepared a kind of mat on which the dog used to sit at the time of meal, and the dog name was Muko, and the dog used to sit like a cat there. The kind people fed the pet with tidbits of fish from their own chopsticks. Means the people used to offer their dog dishes of fish, right? And from their own chopsticks. But a chopsticks क्या होता है देखिए, it is made of wood, and kind of spoon it is, which is used at the time of breakfast or lunch, right? And all the boiled rice it wanted. Whenever the dog wanted boiled rice, so it was given to him. Thus treated, the dumb creature loved its protectors like a being with a soul. As far as the dog was concerned, he also loved them. That means the old couple. The old man, being a rice farmer, went daily with hoe or spade into the field. Means that old person every day used to go to a field by carrying his hoe and spade. बेटा hoe means हल होता है, spade एक तरह का जो फावड़ा होता है, कुल्हाड़ी टाइप में, right? It is kind of tool which is used at the time of farming. Working hard from morning till until 10 to summer, as the sun is cold, had gone down behind the hills. It means since morning till evening he used to work hard in the field. Every day the dog followed him to work, as the master used to go to field, and the dog also used to go there after him, never once harming the white heron that walked in the footsteps of old man. When the master used to go ahead, walk on, so sometimes it was heron, a white bird, arrived on the way of that old man, and so the dog never disturbed that heron as it arrived over there for arranging food, right? To pick up the worms. Heron used to come over there just for arranging food like worms. For the old fellow was patient and kind to everything that had life. That old master was very much modest, was very much kind to every creature that had life, and often turned up a sword on purpose to give food to the birds. And whenever that old person used to see the birds arranging food, so he at once used to go to them for feeding them, for giving them food. So my dear students, this is enough for the day. The rest part of this chapter will be taken next time. I hope you must have understood. Thank you very much.